Hello everybody, Big Beardy back again, and this is my Broads Walk video where you will see how I got on during the race. As you can probably tell, I'm not in my usual spot. I'm actually in bed, laid up, with bad feet, bad legs, and an extremely bad back. So, yep, this is the video showing you how I got on. Alright everyone, so I am at the beginning of the Broads Walk. We've just arrived. Start point just over there. Got all my stuff ready. I'll do a little thing showing you everything I'm taking with me. But yeah, looking forward to it. Starting about half an hour, and I'll show you a bit of the race and see how bollocks I get. Right, I best crack on.
Have fun, enjoy yourself. Pain in the ass. Oh, he's doing it. Alright everyone, so I've just gone past the second checkpoint. I'm about 25k in. My feet are pretty sore. My legs are pretty sore, but I'm doing alright. Just on the Burr Valley Railway. This is 15k now, all the way up to Aylsham. It's a long stint. Oh, feeling it, feeling it. Beautiful day. I've seen some beautiful things. This is one of the reasons why I got into this. I've seen bits of Norfolk I never knew even existed. I've been on a little ferry, because you have to ferry across the river. I'm having a real good time. I'm really enjoying it, I think. Oh, now we've got another train going past. And now we've got a train going past. Lovely.
There's others behind him.
Dunno.
I'll win it. Right first.
Now, it was at this point in the race that things started to go a bit south. My legs really were hurting, my back was hurting, my feet were killing, and the checkpoint before this, I should have really stopped to change my socks and sort out my feet. As you can see here, I got some bad blisters. I ended up, by the end of the race, having 8 blisters on my feet. My hands were swollen as well. Apparently when you do prolonged exercise, your hands start to swell up sometimes. I had sausage fingers. Unfortunately, I didn't get a picture of it. But yeah, it really did start going downhill very quickly after this point. My time slowed down dramatically, and I was starting to struggle. Now, at the end of the video, I'll explain what I've learned from this experience, but this was a big learning point for me. But I cracked on to the next checkpoint, as you'll see.
You alright?
Yeah, I'm alright. Where's the place?
Just there. Go straight down.
Big Beardy. How's it going, mate? You alright?
Champion, I ran back to the start and did it again because I loved it that much.
Yeah, you've done the easy bit, mate.
Yeah.
We're nearly halfway. Now the real pain begins. Not walking as fast as you were earlier.
No, just when I got here to get a good shot.
He's got very bad.
Come on then.
He needs sun cream.
Don't you want to bring
He is turning into the sun himself. Race.
Just going to sprint the rest, okay?
Okay. Boys!
No, because he didn't.
Here he comes, look. He hasn't spotted me yet, has he? Yeah? Flashed ya.
Now, after this point, there's unfortunately not a lot of footage. Shortly after I left the North Walsham checkpoint, which is actually the checkpoint after this one, I really started to struggle, and it became more for the people who were supporting me, my beautiful wife and my brother who was there. It became less of a sort of trying to film and record what was going on and more of just supporting me and trying to help me, as I was really in a lot of trouble. Shortly after leaving the North Walsham checkpoint, about 3k after that, my back went quite badly, and I nearly quit. At that point, I was in a lot of pain, and it was really difficult for me to continue. And my brother managed to talk me and get me going again, and I thank him a lot for that. He really was a great help. And then my wife turned up to see how I was getting on, and that really helped. Seeing my family helped a lot. They really did push me forward, and I kept going. In a lot of pain, an awful lot of pain. People who watch my videos regularly know I have suffered from back problems a lot. I've suffered from foot problems. I've suffered from a lot of different problems. But my back was in a lot of trouble. But I kept going, and it slowly started to stretch out a bit, slowly got a bit better. And I kept on moving forward. Unfortunately, after another 15 kilometres, I got to Stalham. I got past Stalham, and about 2 kilometres from the next checkpoint, I went down a slight slope, and at the bottom of it, my back completely went. It pinged, and I hit the deck. And that was it, unfortunately, at 66 kilometres into the race. Roughly, it was between 66 and 68. I'm not 100% sure where I was, but I know it was in that region. It was just before the next checkpoint. My back had gone. I couldn't even stand up. I tried to get up. I couldn't. The pain was agony. I've had back problems before, like I said, and I know exactly what had happened. It felt like the muscle had gone. And it was, at that point, impossible for me to continue. Here's a picture of me. Defeated. Unfortunately. But that's what happens. I was utterly gutted and frustrated. I was in tears, I'll be honest. I really wanted to finish. The feet were bad, the legs were bad, but I could have continued, but my back had gone. And at that point, it was more of, if I tried to continue, I would be causing myself serious damage. So I had to pull from the race, unfortunately. So, despite all this, what have I learned, and will I be doing more races? The question, will I be doing the more races? You're damn right I am. I'm going to keep doing these. During them, they were horrible. It was, like I said, between Aylsham, after the Aylsham pit stop, I was in a lot of pain, and I was constantly wanting to quit. I think doing it solo is very difficult as well. You get stuck in your head, and you just think about the pain you're in. My brother, like I said, great help. He came and met me at certain points in the race where he could park up because he was obviously in the car, and just having someone next to me for a period of time talking to me took my mind off the race, which really helped. But doing it solo was difficult. But I will definitely. I'm already looking at my next one. Hopefully, one in September. I'm looking at doing on the Thames, and I will continue doing these races. What have I learned? A lot, an awful lot. Also, speaking to other competitors, learning from them, learn a lot from them as well. First thing I've learned, and if you look at the part of the video where I'm starting the race, I'm a lot bigger than the majority of people who are starting this race. So the first thing is lose the weight. It's a must. I've got to do it. Being the way I am, I'm just too heavy. It causes too much pain on the legs and the feet and obviously my back. So I need to drop some weight to be, not just try and be in a race, but actually compete and do good times. Next up, back strengthening. Obviously my back went. There's a weakness. I know there's a weakness. So I'm going to be focusing a lot of my training on strengthening my back and my core to stop that from happening in the future. And next up is obviously looking after my feet. These are all things that I need to do before races. Get my feet in the right place, stretch out my muscles. I didn't stretch enough before the race, and I think I had a lot of nervousness about it being my first race, and I felt it very early on in my legs. That dissipated after about 3-4 miles, but obviously being tight doesn't help. Things I need to change during the race. First of all, the first 2 checkpoints, I blew through them. I barely even stopped. At the second one, there wasn't really anywhere to sit but the ground, so I didn't sit. I just had a sandwich, checked, checked everything was all right, got some more water and went. I should have sat down. I should have taken 10-15 minutes just to recuperate. That was a big mistake. Next thing is what I'm carrying. I carried a lot of unnecessary water for a long period of time. Between the Aylsham checkpoint, which was the 40k mark, to the finish, had far too much water on me, so I'm carrying more weight than I actually need to carry. That's something I need to learn. I need to know what to have in my pack and how much I should be carrying and how much water. So the lesson learned there. And next up is looking after my feet more. Like I said, 8 blisters at the end. The second pit stop, I should have really changed my socks. That was around the 25k mark. I didn't. I thought I'd just blitz it to the next one. And in between the second pit stop and Aylsham, I felt a blister go. You saw the picture. That was the blister that went at around the 32-34k kilometre mark. That happened, and obviously that has a big effect. So I've learned a lot of lessons, and I've really enjoyed it. It is a challenge. Anyone who thinks they want to go and do a big 90-kilometre walk, it's hard. It is really hard. Harder than you may think. You might think, oh, you're just walking, but it is hard. The other thing I've learned is I went out really fast. I was competing. I shouldn't have against people. I would constantly wanted to get the checkpoints before people, and when I got there, leave so I could be ahead of them. It was the wrong strategy. You're competing against the clock, not the people, and I messed that up hugely. If I'd slowed down, taken better care of myself, I would have probably made it to the end. But lessons learned. Really enjoyed it. Like I said, I'm going to be doing more events. I might do videos on them, I might not. This is my hobby now. This is what I love to do, and obviously it's going to help me lose the weight. But thank you for watching. Please like, comment and subscribe. Obviously I've done all this for Dementia UK, so if you get a chance, help them out as well. And as always, be safe out there and have an absolutely fantastic day.